Be with business-minded people. That's the mentorship I was telling you about. And I was very lucky because I was exposed to top leaders in business because I had that position as the face of the company to come in and probably admire these guys and almost idolize a company called 3M because I always thought they did all the right things and there were a lot of opportunities there. And I was so young that these guys were 30 years older than me because they were directors, vice presidents, and so on of a big corporation and global. And that's what I learned how to go global versus just local domestically. Okay. So I would go to networking situations. I'd go to seminars. I would go to motivational speakers. I went back to Harvard Business School. There's a lot of shit, man. Education. Now, I couldn't get enough of it. Today, I'm on YouTube learning this. I'm learning technology. I'm learning YouTube. Audiobooks. I still listen to audiobooks. And I revisit books that I was exposed to in the 80s and the 90s because they're still classic. Like The Road Less Traveled or The Millionaire Next Door. Things like that. Or Steve Covey's 7 Habits. Having the end in mind. I always had goals, you see. And I got that from these elder people, these wise men and women. Why? Because they would tell me their stories. And Rock, be careful of this. Be careful of that. You see? It was always watch out. And a lot of it was make sure you pick the right horse and advisors. You can't trust everybody, you see? So networking is huge, and that's why I have in my CRM 80,000 contacts. And how many do I trust? Maybe 20. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the people that I trusted and I grew up with are dead. Yeah. So once you're betrayed in a serious manner, especially in business, because you're talking money, you know, your wallet, your personal wallet. And if it's your kids or your brothers and your sisters or your parents, I've been betrayed by everybody, and they might think I betrayed them. So what do? I just move along. And my career changes all the time. I'm on my 8th business, but I'm looking for more activity. You know, once I got into the media and I got into writing books and writing articles for the industry and so on, I'm well connected, but now I want to pass that all on. So number 10. Warren Buffett, 10 rules. Number 10 is create multiple streams of income. Okay. How do you do that? All right. I'm 71 years old. Okay. How many streams of business do I have? How many streams? And what you should look at, okay, as you age and grow, because it's the long game. Number 1 is Social Security. I got Social Security. Got Medicare. I got freelance work. Still as a consultant. I have a business, an LLC. YouTube now is monetized, and TikTok. I have books. I have guides on Amazon. You see what I'm saying? I got multiple investments, stocks, dividends, retirement funds. You see? I never counted them, but I got to have at least 5. But I budget and I live amongst my means. You see? Even at my age. Why? Not saying I'm going to run out of money, but I'm saying I started a foundation. I want to give back. I have an estate plan for my family, you see. And Warren Buffett, as you know, Warren Buffett, he's got billions, and what did he say? He gave his 2 or 3 kids so much to invest, go do your own thing, and the rest is going into his foundations and his charities. And now, just this past year, he passed on his chairman of the board position because his partner, Charlie, if you remember Charlie, he passed away at 95. I think it was last year. So, you know, everybody, it all comes to an end. It all comes to an end. So I just wanted to say that I think these are good tips. I've kind of lived this way anyway. And tax advisors are very, very important for this stuff. I just talked to my CPA and my tax advisor today. Why? because I'm talking about a Roth conversion. I'm talking about retirement and taxes with the new Trump administration tax rules. Okay? So this is basically saying, hey, I agree with Warren. I've kind of lived this roadmap. I know my kids love Warren Buffett's deal. My dad was very conservative, always saving for a rainy day. 11 kids in a family business, always investing, always investing. And it's not how much you have, because at the end of the day, it's your health. At the end of the day, it's your health. What can you do? You want to live a good life. I had to start up a fitness program just to say, okay, I need a routine. So I started bowling. I walk a lot. I live in Florida. And so I used to golf a lot, with my clients and so on. But it just seemed boring to me now. I love the game, but, just took up too much time. And bowling's just as strategic and entertaining and fitness. It's got very similar athletic and mindset, how to be a winner, how to improve. And that's a lifelong sport, okay? So I just wanted to come across and say, hey, let's talk about this, and might be healthy. You could comment. I go on live, by the way, Rock LaManna live, and I'm very spontaneous because I just go on and say, okay, what are you talking about? What do you want to talk about? And most people that contact me are blue collar, hardworking breadwinners, married, divorced, whatever it is. The big shots don't come to me because a lot of the big shots think they know it all. And I don't know it all. I constantly learn. And I learn from my community because they ask me. And the younger, the better. Because it's their future, man. I've already played out my career. I've already played out my life. Now I just want to help other people love their one and only life. Okay? So I'm going to check out now. Rock LaManna. Follow me. I'm on TikTok. I'm on LinkedIn for business. I'm on YouTube, of course. And it's evergreen. And a lot of the reasons why I'm on YouTube Live and on camera is because my grandkids someday are going to say, oh, Papa Rock was knowledgeable to pass this on. You see? I got a lot of experience. And now I'm going to have a long life. My mother passed away at 94, but healthy. My dad's 100, and he's still going. So I thought, well, I might have another 20 years. I don't want to be bored. And I've heard that term a lot. Oh, Rock, I'm bored. But guess what? You got to find your own happiness. That's the plan. You have to discern. And right now, if you're in your 50s and 60s and you're going through tough times, yeah, you're going to have to change. But you got to save for a rainy day, I'm telling you right now. Otherwise, it's going to be a real big headache because you're not going to be able to sleep at night. All right? And that's one of the goals, to be independent and free. Okay? Warren wasn't completely wrong, but I like my plan. Okay? Except for marry the right horse. Or in New Zealand, make sure you marry the right cow. I'll talk to you soon. God bless.